Alright, hello everybody. Hi, how are you doing today? Just want to make a quick little PSA before we jump right into this video because I am so excited for this one. I got some merch if you didn't know. If you do want to check out merch, these are the items that I have up right now in my store. Right here, look at them. Pretty cool, pretty beautiful, right? If you do want to buy anything, you can go to samcollinsshop.com and check out all of the great 4 items that I have and maybe pick one. And if you do, let me know. I would like to personally thank you. Actually, tag me. I would like to say thanks. And oh yeah, by the way, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you should try it out. The choice is yours. My fate is in your hands. So this is one of the best things that I have seen in a very long time. I cover a lot of great topics on this channel, but this one, there's a new sexuality in town, and it's called super straight. It's when you are heterosexual, but with a twist, with a little bit of spice. Actually less spice, technically. You'll see why. Oh yeah, and for a disclaimer, and for the purpose of this video, I personally don't think it's transphobic if you don't want to date me. I just think it's your loss. Obviously, the community all have their own opinions when it comes to this. There are certain ways that you can be transphobic when you say that you don't want to date a trans person. If you're like, I don't want to date trans people, they're disgusting. Well, yeah, that's kind of rude. I don't take offense to it personally, but actually every woman that has been interested in me, after they found out I was trans, they were still interested. So, I mean, what can I say? What can I say? And I'm short. So I don't know how it works. Maybe these women just had bad taste. I don't know. Now that you have learned a little bit about super straight, let's take a look at the CEO and founder of the sexuality.
Yo guys, I made a new sexuality now, actually. It's called super straight, okay? Since straight people or straight men as myself, I get called transphobic because I wouldn't date a trans woman. You know, they're like, would you date a trans woman? I'm like, no, why? That's a female. No, like, that's not a real woman to me. Like, I want a real woman. No, you're just transphobic. So now, I'm super straight. I only date the opposite gender women that are born women. So you can't say I'm transphobic now because that's just my sexuality, you know?
So there we have it, everybody. Super straight. You know, you can just call yourself straight. You can still be straight, not be transphobic, and not want to date trans people. I would love to know the occasion on which this man was asked that question about trans women. According to my knowledge, trans women do not stoop that low. So this has inclined the edgy people of TikTok to coin the term super straight. I mean, they even made a flag for it.
They've now created a flag. Like, this is now a movement, apparently.
So those are the flag colors. I mean, that looks a little familiar, does it not? Am I seeing this right with my own 2 eyes? I don't know. So there's actually a lot of things that we have to go over today in this super straight world. They've already created a Twitter, a Discord, and a Reddit. And there's also numerous amounts of TikToks. So let me give you a little preview of their Twitter, okay? Right off the bat, killer profile, killer ratio, super straight, proud super straight, only attracted to women. You need to be a little bit more clear there because you state that you only like women. Maybe you should say you only like super straight women as well. Because women also includes trans women. So you've already contradicted yourself. So the first post says, what is super straight? This is a new sexuality that means that you are only attracted to cisgender women or men. This was made due to the influx of people saying that you aren't straight if you aren't attracted to trans women/men. We are part of the LGBT community now. Hashtag super straight. Now this sounds like satire, but it's not. What is this? Due to an influx of people saying that you aren't straight if you're not attracted to trans women/men? People say you aren't straight when you say that you are attracted to trans women and men because they think that trans women and men aren't actually men and women. Those are the people who are getting called not straight. Then somebody said, it's the transphobia for me, and they said, don't care. So clearly they don't care if people are transphobic, and they're even admitting it themselves. I want you to keep this in mind for the post going forward. And then we have this Reddit post, okay? Trans are not entitled to our bodies. Oh, come on, dude. We don't think we're entitled to anybody's bodies, but I'll continue it. Just like incels are not entitled to have sex with women who don't want them, trans are not entitled to biological men/women who don't want them. You can't coerce anyone into sex. That is not only creepy, but borderline rapey. Just go where you are celebrated and leave straight people alone. There are plenty enough folks who love trans and will embrace you with open arms. You know, my favorite thing about this is they say to leave straight people alone, when in fact trans rights and lives have been discussed for the last 6 years, bright as day. We have been on every headline every second of every day because because people don't like trans people. They don't want them to take hormones. They don't want them to have rights. They don't want them to get married. They don't want them to change their names. They don't want them to do anything. We have been the center of discussion for all of you people. If anything, you're the ones who are obsessed with the LGBT community. Now, I actually hopped on their Discord just to add the cherry on top before I show you all of the TikToks. We've got a rule page here. Rules. Don't hate on the LGBTQ here. Respect them as long as they respect you and us. We created to be ourselves, not to fight the LGBTQ. Yep. Rule number 2, please don't spam in the server. It should be common sense. Blah, blah, blah. And the rest of the rules are basic. I like rule number 1 because it says not to hate on the community, but yet this whole sexuality is a mockery of the entire community, so that doesn't even make any sense. So here's the little channels that they have. They have 577 members, which is a sad amount considering the amount of likes that the TikToks have gotten. We have exposing superphobes. I mean, it doesn't seem too bad, alright? Let's see what else they're doing. So we've got the CEO and founder of Super Straight telling people to go harass people who disagree with his opinion. So here's a guy's profile here. He's trans, I can tell by his bio. And he made a video disagreeing with what this kid had said about the Super Straight. This guy's video on me, he thought he did something. Everyone go explain that we date women, born females, no trans people. And then he added everybody, which is almost 600 people. Then he added everyone and said at, and gave some girl's Instagram. On Instagram, called my girlfriend ugly. Go comment on her posts. This is the weirdest fucking thing. Go spam this person because she called my girlfriend ugly. This guy deliberately was sending hate and threats. Wants to cancel us. Let's go show him some love. You know, I'm all about not sending hate to people. But you're mad that this kid is sending you hate. But you're having a group of 600 people do it to anybody who disagrees with you. Where's the logic in that one, my guy? I've seen people talk about why the sexuality is useless and such, and I'd like to explain why the sexuality is actually really useful. There's lesbian, gay, and bisexual people alike who would only like to date a man or woman that were born as the gender that they prefer, and most still do not like them even if they have had every surgery in the world. Oh, I ran out of breath. This was written by a child or someone who just cannot type at all. Therefore, that's where our sexuality comes in. The supersexuality is a sexuality where said person is only attracted to that person if they were born with said sex. Hope this clears up any confusion as to what this sexuality is. I mean, I don't really know what to say. You can still be lesbian, gay, and bisexual and not want to date trans people. Please don't go around calling yourself super bisexual. You will get bullied. Alright, so now it's time for my favorite part, the TikToks. Okay, Steve Buscemi. What else do you want me to say? This man is literally super virgin. I don't know why he felt the need to participate in this entire whole thing. Maybe he thought it would get him laid. Alright? Maybe that's the reason. This is a breeding ground for some of the worst comments I've ever read. Let me give them to you. Y'all act like it's a choice. I was born super straight and you can't change that. Such a funny one. Just hilarious. It's the peak of comedy. I feel unsafe with the superphobes in these comments. Oh, that's funny. You know, mocking the fact that people are not safe. I can't walk alone at night because superphobics are dangerous. That's so good. It is so hilarious when people get killed for being LGBT. You know, as much as I want to laugh at this shit, it's honestly really disturbing. Like, people genuinely find it funny that people get beaten up for walking in the street. I've almost gotten beaten up for being trans because people hate you that much. They hate you that much that they will harm you or steal from you or whatever. It's insane to think that someone would want to do that to another person because of who they are. It's the weirdest shit.
Would you ever date a trans woman? Of course not. I'm super straight, which means I only date women who are biologically born women. Well, we may not be biological women, but we're still real women. Not to me. And since you guys want to lump yourselves in with real women, I think it's only fair for me to create a sexuality centered around my specific interest in biological females. What? You can't just make a sexuality centered around a specific preference out of nowhere? Yes, I can. Well, that still makes you transphobic for not acknowledging trans women. Okay. No, you're a monster! A monster!
This is the kid who got bullied in high school for hissing at other students. I didn't say it. Yes, I did. I didn't. That's what the video told me. All right. That's just what came in my mind. I can't help it. I also caught this guy because I realized that this was deleted from his profile not too long after I saved it. This is why you never post things on the internet that are risky, kids. Even when you're an adult, you don't do it because people will grab it and they will save it and they will upload it to YouTube and make fun of you. We've actually got some more comments here and they say, trans women be like, but we are real women. Okay, produce a baby then. You won't. These people have no brain cells. They do know that biologically born women sometimes cannot produce a baby, right? So with this logic, when biological women cannot produce a child, does that also mean that they're not women? Oh, okay. I thought you said something. Okay. They definitely bust along at this joke every single time. How many times have you all heard the joke, my pronouns are nor/mal? I guarantee you these people aren't normal. This kid looks like he talks shit to little children on Xbox, on Fortnite. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? It's kind of in the ballpark, right? Kind of.
They've now created a flag. Like, this is now a movement, apparently.
Are you judging somebody on their sexual preference? They've now created a flag and started a movement. Sounds kind of like the homophobes back in the day saying, oh, those gays are banding together and starting some kind of movement. Huh. How dare them have a preference? Fucking hypocrisy. Why can't straight men or straight women have a preference, but gay people, lesbians, non-binary, or anybody else on the spectrum can have a preference, a community, and a movement around their fucking preference? Don't hate and be ignorant. Allow people to have a preference, right? Period.
Being LGBT isn't a preference. How are you grown but can't comprehend that being LGBT isn't a preference? If it was a preference, I think we would all prefer to be straight because people are so annoying about the whole thing. It's annoying. Everyone hates the LGBT community. So it'd be easier if everyone could be straight and cis and just not anything LGBT. So this guy actually deleted that initial TikTok, but I'm quick. All right, I make sure to grab things when I see them because people delete them because they realize they're wrong. And this is why it's unsafe to post things on the internet that are rude. So then he posted this after taking it down.
Hey guys, just wanted to jump on and address a few things. So I'm sure a lot of you saw that video that I posted a few days ago and it got a crap ton of attention. And I decided to take it down and actually make it private last night. It was kind of getting out of control, to be honest. Like, I felt like I was losing control and it was kind of uncomfortable to not be able to at least control how it was being manipulated or moved around. And I didn't like all the hate and the bullying and shit like that in the comments. And it was just really gross and people threatening each other. So I just decided just to cut it. And, I definitely think there needs to be a conversation and dialogue around this because clearly it's a hot topic. But, feel free to drop any comments below with anything you'd like to discuss or positive opinions. All hate just going forward is just going to be fucking deleted. It just wasn't cool.
Okay, so you took the video down after you saw all the bullying, and then the bullying then went back to you, and you got scared. So you took it down because you didn't want to see kids attacking each other. But didn't you think that when you made that video? Anybody with a brain would assume that. But hey, people gotta do anything for numbers. Can we really blame them? Yes. Yes. We can.
They've now created a flag. Like, this is now a movement, apparently.
Hell yeah, we got a flag. We also got a month now. Super Straight September. So if you identify as super straight, show this video some love. I'm also thinking we need a parade.
Ooh, someone with a deeper voice than me. Yeah, this guy is terrifying. How old is this guy? What is this? What is this? Genuine question. Let's check out another TikTok of his.
Is it transphobic not to want to date trans people, or is it just a preference? Had finished transit.
I don't think you understand the concept of preference. Let me dumb it down for you, bro.
Alright, and if my calculations are correct, the sticker on the back of your truck says, no fat chicks. How are you even going to say that? Is that sticker from like a movie or something? Am I missing something? Or did he literally just print out something that says no fat chicks and put it on his car?
It's like if I come along and offer you a chocolate ice cream and you're like, you know what? I don't fuck with chocolate ice cream. I only fuck with vanilla. Then I'm like, You monster! How can you not like chocolate? Chocolate is the best flavor. You're a chocolophobic. So we're not transphobic. A phobia is an extreme irrational fear of something. We're not scared of you, and we don't hate you. We're not saying we hate you. We don't hate you. It's just, you're just not our cup of tea. Why can't you understand that?
Oh yeah, I love when transphobes say the definition of phobia. Being transphobic doesn't mean you have to shit your pants anytime you see a trans person. But making fun of somebody in a malicious way because they're trans and bullying them, harassing them, belittling them, in my opinion, is transphobia. Because you dislike them for a reason. And I'm guessing that reason is because you don't understand it. And you don't understand it because you fear it. And now you fear it, so now you fall under the category of phobia. It kind of makes sense when you think about it deeply. But people like you don't know how to think deep, so I can't really blame you. Alright, so fortunately that brings us to the end of the Super Straight saga today. I hope all you enjoyed that video as much as I did making it, and I just wanted to say before I go, I now identify as super straight phobic. But yeah, if you like this video, let me know in the comments. If you want to get any merch, you can go to this store right here, samcollinsshop.com. Check it out, and I will see you all next week with a new video. Bye.